We don't want to be in violation of any sort of public meeting laws. Well, we got one more person showing. Hey, I like the jacket. That's
Yeah.
nice.
I want to make sure you can see me.
We need some of those at the museum.
Brian, does this still?
It does, and that's why Danny is here.
Thank you.
And you don't have, no minutes have to be created, I've done that in advance.
Okay, great. Just so you know, we're using, Copilot and then chat to create minutes from the recording, so you can do them very easy. And in the future, I would love it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's
Right there.
look up.
And if that light on, it's on.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
All right, we will call to order the Town of Sheridan Economic Development Commission. It's 5 o'clock and this is Wednesday, September 24th. And we will begin with Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, here's one. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Roll call. Well, I'm present, and I'm also president and secretary of the commission. My name is Steve Martin. And I'll let you start, Jeff.
I'm Jeff Apple and I'm a member of this.
I'm David Kincaid and I'm a member of the Economic Development Commission.
Okay. We have no minutes of the previous meeting, so we will move on to old business, of which there is none. And we will move to special presentations. First on the agenda is the presentation of the proposed Sheridan Economic Development Area for Andis and Regus LLP.
Pretty close.
Rico.
Close.
Rico.
Kroger, Gardis, and Regus.
Okay.
3 now deceased, 2 of them wonderful Greek men with a long history in the community. Good evening, Mr. Chairman and President and members of the Economic Development Commission. My name is Brian Bosma. I'm the chairman of the Municipal Practice Group of Kroger, Gardis, and Regus. Our firm serves as counsel to the town and to the Economic Development Commission. It's my pleasure to meet Mr. Martin for the first time tonight, and Mr. Apple and Mr. Kincaid I've met before, and it's good to see you all tonight. So I'm going to walk you through a little bit of detail on what is before you tonight. The town council, the town actually, was approached 4 or 5 months ago about economic development incentives for the Sheridan Properties LLC, which is developing a 50.26 or 62 acre site. You have a transaction summary in front of you, and on the second page of that, or third page, I guess, you'll see the 50.64 acre site, which is just south of State Road 47 and east of West Street. The Redevelopment Commission has met a month ago and adopted what's called a declaratory resolution to begin the process of having this area become an allocation area. What does that mean? That's an area where you collect tax increment. So that area, any new assessed value there will be captured by the Redevelopment Commission and will be placed in a special fund called the Sheridan Economic Development Fund. And it will apply towards payments of the bonds that that you are considering tonight. So if you go back to the transaction summary, you can see that the developers, Sheridan Properties, they're a Delaware company that is admitted to transact business here. They are proposing to construct between 10 and 20 commercial buildings suitable for a variety of uses, light industry related and storage, this kind of thing. There's an illustration on the second page of your transaction summary, which shows you what their concept is at this time. This location is currently part of another allocation area, and the redevelopment commission has actually removed these 50.62 acres from the existing allocation area to create a new one for this transaction. So we have delivered to you copies of an economic development agreement, a financing agreement, a bond resolution, or bond ordinance rather, and a trust indenture, which the resolution that you have before you approves and recommends to the town council that they enter into these documents. In just a few minutes, you'll be holding a public hearing on this. And we published notice on this, delivered notice as required under the statute. And the resolution approves $9.8 million worth of economic development tax increment bonds that are taxable, not tax exempt. The sole source of payment for that will be the tax increment that's generated in this area. One of the positive things about these transactions is there's no recourse to the town whatsoever. There's a default in the bond payments, project doesn't move forward, the town is guaranteed nothing, just has created the allocation area. And presuming the redevelopment commission, which is holding a hearing at 6 o'clock tonight, approves their confirmatory resolution. They also have a pledge resolution, which pledges that tax increment toward the bonds that you are considering. So the term of the bonds is up to 25 years with a 7.5% taxable interest rate on them. The developer, again, making this a good thing for the town, the developer has agreed to pay the town's closing costs up to a maximum rather of $150,000, which is about what it'll cost to go through this entire process. The tax increment that's generated in the Greben allocation area, 15% of that will be retained by the redevelopment commission. So 85% is being pledged to the bonds and 15% can be retained by the redevelopment commission for whatever their uses are, whatever they determine the use is. So the developer can use the bond proceeds for any eligible expenses on the property, developing it, including professional fees. And the timeline on this is to begin construction no later than July 1, 2027. And then the documents that you have before you, the developer covenants that he'll have $100,000 square feet rather of enclosed space prepared on that site by December 31, 2028. So about 18 months later. A few of the other items that are involved in this is that they are ensuring, they're commenting to ensure the town, the Economic Development Commission, the Redevelopment Commission, and all the members from any, you will have recorded documents there. The town will have recorded documents there. So if something happens, some lawyer starts looking for whoever they can find, but there's going to be insurance that covers the town carried by the developer. So I think that's about what I have to present to you. We have the financial advisor on the transaction is Jim Higgins, who's with us with London Witty Group, who can answer any questions as well. And I thought that the representative of the developer was going to be here tonight. I don't see him now, but he would tell you just about what I told you. He might go into a little bit more detail about the site plan that they have there, but this is the consensus on what the transaction is right now. So at the right time, when you are ready, after I answer any questions that you may have, Mr. President, you will want to open a public hearing on this. I see no one here present. You still have to hold a public hearing and open and close it. So happy to answer any questions.
Yeah. Does any of this commercial development there involve any sort of hazardous materials that you're aware of?
No. They are eligible to put light manufacturing here, and you would have customary hazard. Every business has some hazardous material in it, whether it's cleaning products or anything else. They will be entirely responsible for that and indemnify the town from any use of the property that results in any liability whatsoever.
To the best of your knowledge, are the local in-place utilities that we currently have capable of supporting this project?
Yeah, they'll have to be expanded at this location. The site does have utility access, and that'll be entirely the developer's problem and their responsibility to be sure that all utilities are in sufficient amount and in the right location on the site.
Okay,
Good questions.
is there any economic projection about how many people they will employ?
Yes, the redevelopment commission has had to investigate that. Of course, they rely on the developers' representations in this regard. And in fact, the resolution that's before you, resolution 2025-01 on Exhibit C has an economic development report on page 7. And you will see that it states that the developer anticipates that an estimated 50 permanent jobs will be created at this location and an estimated annual payroll of $4 million and approximately 90 full-time equivalent temporary construction jobs. That's throughout the term of construction, which could likely be up to 10 years.
David, you have anything else?
No, I have no questions.
Has the homeowner voiced any opinion?
We have not heard any questions from them. I'm sorry, Jen, do you know something?
I can add, the homeowner attended a New York meeting that was held for the rezoning. She spoke with the developer, they're going to do some extra screening around the property. They have no specific objections.
Yeah, I should state that one of the items in the transaction summary was that they will abide by a planned unit development that's under consideration by the town, or has it been passed already?
It's been passed.
Yeah.
It's a straight rezoning, so it'll follow our zoning code.
Okay, anything else? Okay, okay, I guess we can open this for public comment. From what I can tell, there are no members of the public here. So I guess we can close the public comment section of this meeting, yeah. That being the case, I will flip the page and see where we're at with the agenda. All right, moving on to new business. We had a public hearing and there were no members of the public present. So we will move on to action items. Resolution number EDC 202501, the resolution of the Sheridan Economic Development Commission providing approval for the issuance of bonds to partially fund certain economic development facilities to be developed by Sheridan Properties LLC and its affiliates.
So if there's a further discussion, it should be that. If there is none, and someone wants to move to adopt the word.
Any discussion, baby?
No,
Yeah, okay, would you like to make
Yeah.
a motion?
I'll make a motion. We adopt resolution number EDC 2025-01.
No, second that.
Okay. Hearing no other comments from the members of the commission, all those in favor of the resolution signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed signify by saying nay. Okay, the resolution has passed. I need
Probably should have added earlier, this total estimated investment by the developer is $50 million is what they anticipated all in. That's all.
Okay. Do we have any general discussion items for the good of the order? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
I'll make a motion.
You make the motion, he seconds, it. Yeah, Jeff second. All right, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed signify by saying nay. Hearing none, we are in adjournment.
Thank you, gentlemen. You run a sharp meeting.
I don't have.